Hello, welcome back to the football forecast. We've got Dan, we've got Will, we've got Liverpool against Manchester City, which has more often than not been a game full of great competition. It's always been close, but this year things have changed a little bit. The last 4 meetings, 2-2, City, Liverpool, Liverpool 2, City 2, Liverpool 1, City 4, City 1, Liverpool 4. So Liverpool actually haven't beaten City in the last 4 Premier League games. Are you concerned about Liverpool?
I'd be concerned if I was a Liverpool fan. Obviously, it's uncharted territory. Liverpool going into this as a mid-table side up against the title contenders, who everyone's saying are going to win the league, Manchester City. So it's unusual circumstances for Liverpool, this one. But one thing you do know about Liverpool is, when it's a big game, the fans get up for it. It can change things. So I wouldn't say it would be a stroll in the park for Manchester City at all. Liverpool, they've got work to do, but it could at any point be one of those special times at Anfield.
Yeah, I think the biggest worry is those injuries. I think of the joy from the Rangers win and all the positivity coming from that sort of is tempered with these injuries, especially into that back line. And I think Man City have been scoring a lot of goals. I think they have been scoring quite a few. I do think there's a little bit of hope for Liverpool in terms of Man City have been conceding at the back as well. It's not been all clean sheets for them as well. So there's a little bit of hope. We spoke about Nunes, and I'm sure we'll go into that. I think there's ways for him to get in behind. But, yeah, just those injuries really do worry me.
To be fair, City's last 5 away games, 11 goals scored, 5 conceded. It's not great. 3 draws and 2 wins. Liverpool's last 5 home games, 3 wins, 2 draws, 18 scored, 9 against Bournemouth, and 6 conceded. Where and how do Liverpool actually... I feel like we've had this conversation so many times about any team that plays Man City. How do Liverpool actually stop City?
I don't think you can.
Pray.
Yeah. I don't think they can stop. You can't stop Manchester City. Manchester City will score in that game. I'm almost 100% sure that Manchester City will score.
Almost 100%.
Well, I was wary that something might get clipped up where I said Manchester City search to score and then it's 0-0 and they don't score. But Liverpool have got to look at, they can do damage the other way. I think if Nunes plays, one thing he's very good at is drifting out to that left channel and then coming back inside on his right foot and causing havoc between the right back and the centre back. I do think potentially, depending on who plays for Manchester City in those positions, that's an area that Liverpool can concern Manchester City. But it's such a big ask at the moment. It's a big ask for Liverpool when they're on form. You think of all these title races we've had over the last 2-3 years where they've been head to head, and those games have been so big. It's going to be so difficult for them on the run they're at. But the win in midweek in the Champions League won't have done them any harm. Even, yes, it's against Rangers. They're not going to go and pump Manchester City 7-1. But it'll do them some good.
Is Salah that 100%?
Salah, that's 100%. Salah getting a hat-trick. These are good things for Liverpool.
Are you worried?
You
look worried.
I'm calm.
Are you?
I'm just warm.
Okay.
I laid up a bit too much. Sort of what Dan was wearing, I thought I'd lay up as well.
A winter's day.
Let's stick to the football.
Yeah, thanks. Am I concerned? I think, as Dan said, City will score, but I also think Liverpool will score. So you've got guaranteed goals. My only concern is, how do you actually beat City? United try to be a little bit pragmatic, but they were way too open at times. Liverpool can't play pragmatic at the moment because we can't defend. I think there's one area where I think the game's going to get decided there. Gomez, on one end you've got Gomez who's resolute, helps Liverpool become resolute. City destroyed United in that left channel because you have Cancelo who comes inside, you have Grealish who can come inside, you have Bernardo who goes around the outside, and very frequently they'll just have an overload on the left side. The right side doesn't actually complement their attack very often. Gomez can probably deal with that defensively. The problem for Liverpool is, more often than not when they play City, it goes to Trent and they go, do something for us. So the most creative player in their team has completely vanished, and now they've become more defensively, more defensively sure. But is that going to actually help them against City?
Well, it really pains for me to say this, but one man who has witnessed them stopping Haaland this season is you, Dan, for Aston Villa.
I mean, that was a miracle. I still don't know what happened that day. How Villa managed to contain Manchester City. I think Villa had a game plan that day that worked. I'm just not sure what Liverpool can do at the moment. The creativity thing that you just brought up is an interesting thing that I hadn't really thought about. You take Trent out that side. Where is the creativity coming from? Thiago obviously is a great distributor of a football, but he's not the main creator in that Liverpool team. So it is thinking about who's gonna who's going to get wide and get the balls to the effective players in the attack. That's how Liverpool have scored goals against Manchester City in recent years. Robertson's been in and out of the team recently as well. He's had an injury. I imagine he'll probably come back in for this one. The more I think about it, how are Liverpool going to open at Manchester City?
But is it almost like they just go the other way? Like we talked about, maybe drop that 5-10 yards a little bit deeper and just say, come at us and we'll try and get the point. Is that possible with Erling Haaland playing up
Are Liverpool good enough to do that defensively at the moment? That would be my point.
And also at Anfield, will Liverpool want to do that? Will Klopp want to do that? And I think that's the
great
hardest
if he
part.
went full Mourinho, just time wasting 2 minutes and keeping the ball.
5-4-1.
Yeah, just brilliant.
I think as much as a football fan we're going, that might be the solution for Klopp. I don't think it's that easy for a manager to go into his changing room and go, all the stuff we've done against City before, all the stuff we've done for the last 7 seasons, scrap all of that. We're going to play a completely different style. I think what Arsenal did against City was interesting last year. They did a sort of hybrid of what you just said there and how they actually play. They sat in a mid-block. They sat 4 or 5 yards further back. They allowed City to play the ball into the channels and allowed balls to come into the box. The difference that year was there's no Haaland. Now if the ball goes into the box, there's Erling Haaland.
Would that not be more pragmatic though from Klopp? I mean, we've spoke about maybe sometimes he gets a little bit stuck in those systems as well. Like I'm just thinking, because of the injuries, and Manchester City scoring 300 goals a game, this is something that really needs to be considered.
I just think there's so much uncertainty in that Liverpool back line at the moment, so much hesitation. Even if you sit deep, Haaland,
they're used to that as well.
That's what he wants. If Haaland's just there to get on the end of things, if Man City put crosses in, Haaland can still hurt you because he's so sharp and he's got that quick movement. He'll get himself in front of the defender. Liverpool have just got that air of uncertainty at the moment. That Haaland, whether Liverpool are high or whether they're deep, Haaland can do both.
The midfield battle, I think, is where the game will be really interesting because Liverpool don't look in good shape in midfield, and I think City probably have 3 of the best 5 midfielders in the world at the moment in Rodri, De Bruyne, and Bernardo Silva, and that's not even to mention Ilkay Gundogan, who I absolutely love. Liverpool on the flip side have players completely out of form. Would you go with the 4-2-4 that Liverpool did against Arsenal, or the hybrid 4-4-2, or stick to the 4-3-3?
Well, I like a good laugh, so I'd go for the 4-2-4 and just let everyone watch it and say, let's hope for goals, goals, goals. But I can't see that happening at all. I just think, like you said, there needs to be a sort of change in this, and it's so hard because they are the 2 rivals that have gone at each other for the last 3 to 4 seasons. Liverpool are at home, but yeah, there just needs to be some sort of defensive approach to this.
There's problems with both of those systems. That's the issue here. If you play the 2 in central midfield, are any of the Liverpool players, central midfielders at the moment, adept enough to play in a 2? I'm not sure that they are. The 4-3-3 kind of gives you that extra layer of protection, and if you've got Gomez possibly not coming as far forward as Trent would, you've got that little extra level of protection in there at the moment. I still think, we said it on another video, Salah through the middle. I think there's something in that at the moment. I don't think he's working with him out. I know he's been so good on the right for so long, but at the moment that isn't working. Harvey Elliott could be an interesting player in this game. Someone that operates in the half space. He's very good with his close control, carrying the ball, and with his passing. Harvey Elliott could be an interesting one for this game.
It's all, I know we can't change time because that would be great if we could, but I think Mane would have been sort of perfect for this game. Yeah. Like sitting in a little bit deeper, breaking out on the pace. Diaz is fast, injured. That doesn't help, slows you down a little bit. But Mane just on the counter-attacking would have been more perfect, and I think that's what they're sort of missing a little bit, just that extra yard of pace, that extra sort of explosivity, and I want to help you and give you a chance, but...
Score predictions?
From me, I will go 3-1 to Manchester City.
I was going to say exactly the same, 3-1 to Manchester City. Liverpool have just got... There's too many questions and not enough answers for Liverpool at the moment. That's the problem. And Man City are coming into this with everyone available, everyone fit, and that's obviously a massive indication.
We're giving you a goal. Something to cheer about.
I think it's going to be 4-2. But I think City will actually destroy Liverpool. Liverpool will score 2 goals, similar to United, on the counter, or something will happen.
Alisson needs a good day also.
Oh, he needs a monstrous day.
Thanks so much for watching ESPN on YouTube, and for more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app, and for premium content and live streaming, subscribe to ESPN Plus.